Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Let's Play through Darkest Dungeon. The Cove has just been released today, and I'd like to give it a shot to see what's new and what have you. As before, we're going to be starting over with a new estate, because I always do that. It's good to test the game from the very beginning and see how it feels. I intend to play the game up until we have a group of level 3s, and we beat all the stages bosses again, the first 2 times. If, depending upon how the game feels, I might try the level 5 dungeons, but I have a hunch, let's just say I think the game's a little too grindy for me now. But I still like it, and I like to give it a shot. I just won't play it to the end. So, let's get started. This was me testing out to make sure that the thing actually worked, and it did, so I'm going to just X this. And we're going to make a new one, and there'll be a link here for you to skip the intro scene in case you don't want to watch it. Otherwise, we'll watch it together, and then I'll see you in the tutorial.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Okay, everyone. I'm going to assume that we understand the tutorial messages by now. As before with my earlier videos here, some of these videos I'm going to record will not have me talking and others will. I'm going to probably alternate. I'm just going to talk during the tutorial just to see if, make sure everything's working, why I'm making the choices I'm making, and probably for the next dungeon as well. And then I'll be silent for one, then talk for one, then silent for one, and talk for one. And we're going to disable the tutorials because I do not need them. And it's been actually close to 3 weeks since I last played the game.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
We should first check to make sure... Oh, that's interesting. Eyes my inventory. To make sure nothing changed with these characters. So he's still God-fearing and kleptomaniac. Oh, I already missed my old tooltips. I know this is a 33% chance. I think a 30% chance to rob a treasure curio. Yeah, that looks the same. All that looks the same to me. Oh, he's gonna have more hit points than he normally did, and no armor this time around. I'm so used to my patch. Sorry, my mod. Oh, I know they've altered how the percentage damage affects AoE attacks. You now inflict... It's been reduced. You should not expect your AoE attacks to greatly benefit from flat percentage bonuses any longer. Tracking shot, for example, won't increase grape shot's damage by 12% anymore. Well, it does, but not in the old additive way.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
I also... Oh, the music's a little different. This is like a quiet version of what we just heard earlier. I also know now that when you surprise the enemy, you no longer get a free round on them. Instead, the enemy all act last, which can be terrible for us. Ooh! It says bleed now, just with the little blood symbol. I like this music. That's really nicely done.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, I like the new music right there. That was nice. Normally I'm used to hearing the Ruins music very faint. In addition, when we camp, we no longer have a chance to surprise the enemy, and we are always surprised. I remember reading that in the patch notes.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
We took no damage. We've got no torches. Let's step through.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Now, I did reinstall the game from scratch, so my mod should not be present in this game whatsoever.
Unnerved, unbalanced. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this. We get to keep our food now, and we get a fraction of it returned. Looks like 5 gold per unused item that we took with us. I actually don't like that change. I liked having to struggle and make those hard choices as to do you want to spend a lot of money on supplies or not. With some money coming back, it's not as much a risk, but oh well. Hey, very good, Dismiss.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Looking in the game files, I noticed that we'd be fighting a siren and something else, I think the Drowned Crew. The Drowned Crew, yep, I saw that months ago. Really interesting. I don't know what they're like, though, and I'm not going to look up anyone's Let's Plays, look up anything online. Just as before, we're going to find all this stuff out on our own. In addition, when we go to the Cove, I'm not going to know how to interact with any of those curios, so we're going to have to slowly figure out what's good and what's bad. I kind of like that. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm going to rename... Oh... Yeah, I'm going to rename these two. Okay, everyone, as before, I'll be naming people here off of my subscribers. If you'd like to be in this Let's Play, let me know. I think a few of you did mention it last time. I intend to keep a few of you from the last Let's Play in this one. I don't believe anyone asked to be a Crusader or a Highwayman, though, so I've started, as you see, right there. I believe we had 2 Jesters and 2 Mercs, so we'll be doing the same thing again. So first off, let's look at all these things.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Defeat the Drowned Crew. Looks like pirates. And the siren. That's about right. Looks like a deep one. Pretty awesome looking. I can't believe I thought this was a bell at the tip of a cannon. Okay, let's look at the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And then to the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Now, I think they both made things cheaper and more expensive. The higher up you go, the more it takes. But these are a little cheaper than they were at the very start. I think this used to be 4 and 4. Now it's 3 and 3, for example. But I still want 2 upgrades here.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
And it's an interesting thing that we actually found a deed in the previous mission, which will let me immediately get to what I consider a necessity, which is available heroes to 4. Okay. Next, let's hire these 2.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield? A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Okay, Huggian, what do you have? So, the original Plague Doctor always comes with Plague Grenade. Everything else is optional. In my mod, I gave her Battlefield Medicine, with everything else being optional. And this does... This does no damage! Guys, this does no damage. It does no damage every round for 3 rounds. And it's a guaranteed skill she has. Really, guys? It's a fresh install. I uninstalled the game and reinstalled it, so it's okay. Wow. So you can stun the back 2 and use Battlefield Medicine and clear corpses, and that's all you can do. Okay. She has stress resistance, she can heal with all her heal skills while camping. That's right, all these are back to what they were originally as well. So we have the original camping skills. Really? 0 damage around for 3 rounds. Okay, I'll just have to make a bug report really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I just went to report the bug, and apparently it's a tooltip error. It's actually going to do damage when it does damage. I don't know how much damage it does, though. I think it does 3 damage a round? Every round for 3 rounds? At this level? I think that's what it does. Alright, so let's do our first mission together.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So right away, I noticed that the ruins is different. All the places are different because now they only give you... Your reward is no longer busts and crests. It looks like your reward is just busts. Was that always that wasn't always the case. There were 2 things up here, so now they split them into 1 to each. This must have been what they intended to do all along. And we had the busts and crests here because the purchasing of the upgrades required them. So now if I want guaranteed busts, I'm going to have to go here as a quest reward. Okay, well, let's get started. And our priest wants to be in the front lines. She wants to be on position 2 or 3. Preferably 2. Just think that this group doesn't have a spot, but this would make a lot more sense. All right, let's do it.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Take 1 shovel, 1 key, 1 medicinal herb. I really would like to win the first mission. So we'll bring all this stuff with me. Quite a bit invested, but I'm going to get some back with whatever I don't spend. I don't think we'll encounter many spiders. We have battlefield healing. It's just spike traps, so let's go with this. This is a little bit more than I would normally bring, but we have level 1s with us, and I'd like to keep them. So here we go. And it's been a long... Well, it hasn't been that long, I suppose. But not playing the game every day feels like forever now since I played it.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Oh, that's new. We have this in front of us, giving it the feel of a close third dimension now. This wasn't here. We could see our feet all the time. We'll risk this. We'll risk this on you, Finlay. Oh yeah, so we renamed our highwayman Finlay Norris, and Everton Era is our crusader. There's a trap in this hallway. Now remember, if you were watching my other Let's Play, the modded version, you'll note that things are very different now. These guys no longer have armor. Looks like their hit points are what I had as well. And they will no longer inflict stress damage on any of their attacks. They just hit us for normal damage. So, I'm going to... Oh! They're surprised! That's right. Okay, so this is a good opportunity to explain this one more time. They still have their actions. They're just going last. It's 3 damage each round.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Ooh, that looks a little different as well. Yeah, there's more of a flashy symbol going on there.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Wow, I like the new narrations. That's very nice. I do like that. Let's try out the new... Yeah, we'll try the new Grape Shot Blast. Alright, I'm not impressed with the new Grape Shot Blast. Well, I'm not impressed with our old stun either. Oh my god, this is terrible. Gotta try to kill someone. Oh, wow, this is terrible. So the really bad news about the enemy being surprised now is that they all go last, and in this case...
Reeling. About to break.
They will probably get some of them, like the courtier and maybe the enchantress, will get two attacks right away.
confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, well, unfortunately, Finlay, we're not going to be keeping you. Wow. Oh, okay. That's really bad. We're frightened. We're very frightened. Finally.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I need to pull her forward and kill her before we take too much stress damage. Wow, she's gonna go crazy this fight. We need to heal some of this massive damage we've taken. Or we won't survive on the next fight. Not that I don't think we'll survive the next fight anyway.
Success so clearly in view.
No.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yes, that is totally it, because we are going to go crazy. Let's use the key that we brought with us. We're probably not going to be keeping anyone here. We've taken too much stress damage. Oh, well, the accuracy will be helpful. At least for you, Hugian.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Oh, we didn't take any stress damage from that. Normally she would say that and everyone would instantly take stress. Alright, well, let's keep going. This is a bit awkward how many of these we're getting.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Oh, good for her. She doesn't even have range to there.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Just keep everyone healed as much as I can. I don't want to kill him. Oh! Alright, so now we have to kill him if I get the chance.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, let's... This is a quirk removal thing. So... we could cure thanatophobia. But I think I'd rather start getting rid of kleptomaniac if I can. Alright, but God-fearing left instead. Okay, that's still okay. Because he can now meditate instead.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
And this first dungeon's not holding back whatsoever. This is terrible. We already have one person just insane. We have our other level 1 almost insane, with a lot of stress on 2 other characters. I still think that should probably do stress damage. So I'm not talking much, I'm just... I don't know, I don't feel there's much to really say here. So, let's see what... Oh, do I really want to do this? I should. So this should increase the damage I do, but I could use this if we encounter a confessional. Oh, it lasts until camp still. Is it odd to you that we surprised every single group